Wanna make cool effects like this and this? Well, you will be able to after you watch this video. As today I'm gonna show you 5 algorithms that are simply mind-blowing. So let's get started. So the first one is making any action smooth. Now this is a pretty simple script and it has this awesome effect. So to do this, you need to put a change size by block, and in the empty space here, you need to put a divide operator. Then in the first empty space of that, you need to put a minus or subtract operator. Now you need to put the size block in the second empty space, and here you go. What this script does is that it just sets the size of the sprite you want, but smoothly. For example, here I have a sprite with size 100, and if I want to increase it to 120, I'll just put a 120. And in this empty space, you can set the speed of the smoothing animation. The best value is 3, and if you want it faster, you can set it to 2, and if you want it slower, you can set it to 5. Okay, so there is a correction. It will not work like this. You need to put it in a forever loop, when the green flag clicked. And as you can see, it smoothly sets the size to 120. You can do this with different blocks like change x by or change y by. And this looks very good. You can make a script like this to make a nice button. So the second algorithm is smooth continuous movement. Now this one is a bit complicated, but the effect is amazing. This script can be used to make different types of effects like up and down movement, left and right movement, and more. So to do this, you need to just follow me. So it goes like when the green flag clicked, forever, set y to, you can also do set x, but I will do set y for up and down movement. Then put a plus operator, set this value to 0. Then put a multiply operator, set this value to 15. Then put this abs of operator and you can just select cos here. Then you can put a multiply operator again, and then you can put a minus operator just like this. And now you can do is like make a variable called animation and just put it here. Set this value to 3 and set this value to 100. You can set animation to 0 when the green flag clicked and change animation by 0.1. Here you can see it is moving up and down. And now when it's done, let me tell you what these values are. So the first value here is initial position. Now if you are putting it in the set y block, this will set the initial y of the sprite. For example, if you set it to 0, the sprite will start moving from 0. The second value here is the final value. If you are putting this in the set y block again, this will be the highest y value the sprite can go. For example, if it is 15, the sprite will move between y15 and y minus 15. The third value here doesn't make any visible changes. The fourth value here is the speed of the movement. The normal speed is 100. If you set it to anything below 100, it will be slower. And if you set it to anything higher than 100, it will be faster. The third algorithm here is the build block. Now this is the best one. I made this block myself 3-4 years ago. And after I finally got used to it, it made me scratch God. This algorithm saves a lot of time and sprites. And this also makes your project less laggy and easier to make changes. So what it does is that it creates clones of a sprite and separates them as they are completely different sprites. And by doing that, you can make an entire game in one sprite. I've made a lot of games. I will link them in the description. You can just check that out. You can watch the video in the card above, or you can just get the link in the description, and that will explain you perfectly how this block works. So the next algorithm is wall collision. Now this one is a pretty simple one and can be very useful. When you put this script in your sprite won't go through walls. So to do this, follow me. So to make wall collision, first of all, when the green flag clicked, forever, you have to set the movement for the sprite. So it will be like if key up arrow pressed, instead of just changing y by 10, we will make a block. And this will be detect collision and with two inputs, one for x and one for y. Click on OK. And then you can just put it here like change x by, change y by. Then you can put x here, y here. And then you can just put a if statement and make two variables, previous x and previous y. Go to previous x and previous y. If touching wall, which is named as sprite2, and wall is this sprite with black walls. And what it does, like the previous x and previous y will be our values before we touch the wall. So it will just go there if it is touching the wall. So we will never touch the wall. Now you can just put it here like detect collision, and you can just set when the key up arrow press, we don't want any change in the x, but we want change in the y, which will be 10. Then you can duplicate this. If key down arrow pressed, change y by -10. Then duplicate this. If left arrow key pressed, change x by -10, y by 0. And if key right arrow pressed, change x by 10 and y by 0. And also you have to put the one last thing. If not touching wall, just set previous x and previous y to x and y position respectively. And now when you try it, here you can see we cannot touch the wall. It just stops before the wall. But you can still move left and right and down. So the next algorithm is click detection, but without the when this sprite click block. And that is pretty useful if you want click detection for clones, or if you want it only after the green flag is clicked. So to do this, get a if statement block here and then put a AND operator inside its condition. And in the first boolean space, put touching mouse pointer block. And in the second boolean space, put mouse down block. Now put a wait until block inside of the if statement, and in that put a not operator. And then put a mouse down block inside the boolean space of the not block. And now put the things you want below the wait until block, and these things will happen when you click on the sprite. Now you can simply put the script in a forever loop and start it using any event block. And now as you can see, it is working. So these were some simple algorithms that will save your time and help you a lot in many different ways. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.